He's a sage that doesn't make him a prophet. Warren Buffett says so himself. The man, arguably considered the most successful investor on the planet, admits he is not perfect. And although he has made billions for his investors, he also laments missing some real buttes, like avoiding some pretty big technology name stocks because he says he just didn't understand technology. I made the wrong decision on Apple and Amazon, he told attendees at his Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting this past weekend. He apparently made up for it on Apple, revealing that he bought 75 million shares of the company's stock in the first quarter and could soon buy more. Don't know what he's doing about Amazon, but he readily admitted to being put off by Amazon's already high stock price. Now he says that was stupid, and so was he. Imagine that, since he underestimated Amazon's ability to disrupt retail and cloud computing at the same time. His words. What's remarkable about his words and these admissions is that Buffett even felt the need to share them at all. No investor in human history has come anywhere close to his success or spotlighted so many successes. But no, there's Warren screaming to the world, I'm not infallible. In fact, I've had some, well, real doozies. It seems almost every year Buffett likes to remind folks about those doozies. The time he bought ConocoPhillips for too much and lost a bundle. Or U.S. Air at its height and ultimately sold his stake. Never mind that his hits have more than walloped his misses. Warren Buffett doesn't miss a chance to admit the times he's been hit. And it hasn't hurt him a bit. You know why? Well, I think for two reasons. First, investors trust him, as they should. Second, average folks relate to him, as they also should. Because average folks are all human. We're all human. And as human beings, we all make mistakes. So I like to think we tolerate, even admire those in public life who admit to them. Don't believe me, believe history. Believe what happened to John Kennedy's poll numbers after the Bay of Pigs fiasco, when the new president could have easily blamed his predecessor for the ill-planned Cuban invasion, but took responsibility for the disaster on his own. You know what happened? His poll numbers went up after that. So too Ronald Reagan's after the Iran-Contra affair, when he admitted to the nation that the whole matter was ill-conceived and on him. In the end, Americans thought only more of him. Lesson learned, fess up to your own mistakes now. Obviously, don't keep repeating them, but do learn from them. It served Abraham Lincoln well when he went through Union generals like tissue paper, admitting to anyone interested, I'm sure eventually I'll get this right. And he did. Or Crisis Lee Iacocca when he acknowledged early on that maybe Japanese cars were more reliable than his, but they wouldn't be for long, and he was right. Sometimes right doesn't make might. Sometimes admitting you're not right does. It is a timely message. Just ask Warren Buffett. He has made a pretty good fortune sticking to it, even as he has happily been sticking it to himself. Isn't that rich?